Welcome to the Body and Brain Podcast.
This is Minjae Kim.
And I'm David Driscoll.
Hello.
Hey, something's different about you. What is it? I can't quite tell. I think it's your hair, huh?
No, it's very obvious.
Your glasses.
This.
You shaved? Oh, the bling.
You look different too.
Oh, I've got my usual bling on. This is what I wear when I go outside every day.
But it looks new to me.
It looks new to you? Well, it is a little bit different because it's the magnets this time.
It is magnet, and you should be careful about this, right?
Yes, so these buckyball or these little magnetic beads are very dangerous to kids, so don't use them around kids if they get ingested. It's a big problem. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to wear them as if they were jewelry.
Right, this is a jewelry, and then this gives you a good looking like this, aesthetics.
Oh, you look awesome. In fact, I know you're a guy who's had earrings before, huh? Although you wouldn't expect it. He looks like a very kind of clean-cut, normal guy, but apparently Minjae had earrings.
Right. So for some reason, some person recommended me to wear earrings.
Oh, some person recommended and you decided to do it?
Because I said that I want to change at the time.
Ah.
I want to improve myself. And then that person told me that, okay, then why don't you give yourself some shock to your brain?
Which is not easy to do. So you could have gotten a face tattoo.
Yes.
You decided not to do that.
Right. Yeah, as a Korean guy in my age, like for example, for information, my age is 23. But for some reason, yes.
Of you or the shirt? Which one? 23.
23. Myself.
Your age. Okay.
Yes. And then we don't want to tattoo or pierce our body at all.
I see.
But that it took courage to do that.
Yes.
And I did it. And then every
Was
morning,
it painful?
Very.
Very painful? Oh.
But not as much as this.
Not as much as the magnets?
Not even close to
Really?
this. Yes.
Wow.
I can still feel. How about you?
This is so painful right now.
We are smiling, but actually it's lots of pain.
It's very painful. It's hard to think.
So after I did wear earrings, and every morning I washed my face, and then I saw my mirror, and I was like, oh, what is the bling bling thing in my ears? So it gave me shock, and that was a good reminder to myself.
So it worked.
It worked.
Yeah. So this is also working. The question is, what is it working for? Just for pain? No.
Yeah.
There's some purpose behind it, right?
And people say that there are good pains and bad pain.
Yeah, people say that there's good pain. But how do you know the difference?
How do you know?
Right now, I have a lot of pain in my ears.
Me too. Nose too.
Yeah, the nose is very uncomfortable. I started sneezing. In fact, I'm getting a runny nose.
Yeah, so if you don't know what we are talking about, then try one.
Yeah,
you will know.
try. Or I've seen some people use clothespins and hair clips. So those apparently work very well as well.
And then why are you bothering to do this?
I have no idea.
So,
no, I do have some idea.
So there's good pain. So what happened to the good pain?
So good pain brings our mind and body closer together. In fact, it's a big part of any yoga, really. Right. Is facing the discomfort of your body when you do things, exercise.
So when you go over the good pain, then actually your body gets lots of benefit.
Yeah, usually your nervous system changes, your brain responds, and then circulation changes, emotions change. All of it gets to move, gets to flow.
So we call it healing sign?
We call it a healing sign. And it's an essential part of bringing your mind and body back together.
So how does the mind and body together?
Well, we talk, we have a mind and body, and there's this kind of dualistic notion of the mind is one thing, the body's another.
Mind. Okay.
In the East, they talk about, mind and body are very close related. They're affecting each other.
Right.
But depending on our lifestyle, our mind can be more disconnected or more connected to the body.
Right.
So which one do we want?
Close.
Yeah, are you sure?
Right.
Well, then congratulations on using these beads, because having that pain and discomfort forces your mind to be present, which makes it obvious why sometimes we don't want to be in the body.
Right.
Because it's not comfortable.
Yes. These days, more and more people want to disconnect it.
Exactly.
That's why we have lots of drug abuse problems, like painkillers and opioids.
And then even if it's not drugs, there's many things we do, even Facebook, social media, eating. All these things can be ways of avoiding the reality of being in the body.
But how about ourselves? We are playing with our body.
We're playing with it. We're experimenting with it. We're paying attention to it. And as a result, the mind and body tend to come back into contact with each other.
Connected.
And why is that good?
Why?
Because we can get some power from that.
Power.
We can get self-awareness from that.
Right.
Actually, without that, it's all just theory in the head.
So with that, our mind and body become friends together.
They become friends. And how are good friends when they're with each
How are
other?
friends?
Are they kind of...
Like, who are you?
No.
I don't know you.
In terms of magnets, they're more like, hey, buddy, old pal, how you doing, you big bastard?
Yeah. This is a good friend.
That's a good friend. So ideally, the mind and body have some sort of relationship kind of like that.
Right. And then when good friends see each other, then they want to help each other.
They want to help.
So mind
right
and body
away.
become friends.
Yeah.
Then when body see mind is struggling, then the body will go and help. Oh, hey, what are you doing?
Speaking of help, is it okay to... have we had this enough? Can we take this out now?
Thank you so much for saying that.
Oh
my God.
Oh, the ear is most painful. Especially up here. Oh. My goodness. Especially me, my ears stick out like that anyway.
Oh my God.
Jeez. One more. Oh.
Wow. I feel great now.
I'm like a new man.
I feel great. So our body is a healing tool.
Yeah.
So some people, I can see that they hate or afraid of their body.
Oh, what a difficult way to live.
Yeah.
Because this body is the only thing we have with us 24/7 for our whole lives.
But actually, we need to become friends with our body so that we can use our body to heal our body.
Yeah. So one thing that I know helps a lot is having more energy in the core in the danjan makes it much easier to deal with pain and discomfort.
Right. Because we need more energy.
We need more energy. And then how about the nose? It's kind of a very sensitive area, right?
Yes. Right.
Is your nose running a little?
Yes, a little bit.
Is my nose running?
Yes.
Oh, thank
but
you.
this is very good. Healing sign.
Yeah, healing sign, no problem. And the nose is traditionally associated with the brain.
Very close.
Yeah.
Right?
I know in martial arts, sometimes they say if you strike your opponent in the nose, the bone can go up and into the brain and kill them. And that's apparently something that they want.
Yeah. But that's not what we want to talk about.
No. So in ancient Egypt, they used to make mummies out of some of the bodies, right?
And then they kept their heart very precious.
Yeah, the heart was in a jar, but the brain, you know what they did to the brain?
What did they do?
Well, I don't think they really appreciated the brain. So they'd stick something up through the nose, like an egg beater, and then they'd scramble the brain and take it out through the nose.
Did you have to detail?
Yes, I want you to get the full impression.
Yeah. I thought that they thought there's like tofu, and then this is not a good organ.
You keep saying tofu, but last night I saw you eating a dinner with tofu.
Oh, you saw me?
Were you thinking about brains when you were eating dinner?
No, actually, I didn't think about it as my brain, but it is about your. I don't know.
I'm a little worried about Minjae and his zombie-like tendencies.
Oh, I'm not a zombie yet.
Good. But anyway, the point is, in ancient Egypt, the brain, they didn't... Anyway, I guess there was no point to that. But the brain is connected with the sense of smell.
Right.
We do know that. Like limbic system, deep memories, emotional memories.
The smell goes deep into the brain.
I remember particularly visiting my grandmother's house in Boston every year, and there was a particular smell to that house, an old house, and there'd be some like good smell from cooking.
Oh, the grandmother smell.
Yeah. And every time I'd smell it, I'd think, oh, we're back here with my grandmother. And even to this day, if I smell something similar, it brings back memories right away of being there.
Comforting, and that's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just like that, our nose, this point is very closely related with our brain.
That's right.
So after we do that, how do you feel? We have been doing this a couple minutes every day.
Yeah, a couple minutes every day and getting a lot of, sometimes it's actually quite comfortable. But if you find the right exact spot, there's a lot of discomfort. But afterwards, I feel much more refreshed.
Yeah.
I feel my neck is a little bit lighter.
For example, the first 2 minutes is very painful.
Yeah, and then the next 2 minutes are usually pretty painful too.
Yeah. But after that,
it's painful still, usually.
after you take it off,
After you take it off, it's heaven.
it's great.
Yeah. And that's an example of good pain because you haven't done any damage. Of course, again, be very careful not to, lose that inside of your head. That would not be good.
Right.
But the pain itself is not a problem at all. In fact, it can be part of healing.
Right. This is really a healing phenomenon.
Yeah.
And especially those who have sinus issues and everything,
right,
or
right.
headache, then you can have a good benefit about it from this.
And it just changes your outlook from one of kind of victimhood where, oh, what is wrong with me? When will it feel better? To let's see what I can do about this.
Right. So in this way, body and brain is always trying to find a good and easy way to improve our health.
That's right. So we hope you have fun kind of experimenting and playing with the body. Once you know a little bit more about energy, once you have energy, you can really do a lot to experiment with your body.
Yeah, the more you know about it, then you will find out that the more mystical and magical our body is.
That's right. So we'd love to hear from you, your comments, your experiences, your questions. Please comment below.
And then like our video.
That's right. And then subscribe. Stay tuned. We'll have more videos coming soon.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.